Today, we're going to learn how to add a user to Business Online Banking. This functionality is limited to admins only. The admin would click on the Commercial tab on the left-hand side of the screen. They will then click on User Roles. This will bring the admin out to another screen where they will create the role for their new user. They will simply click on Create Role. At this point, the admin will now determine the name of the role that should be indicated for the new user. For example, perhaps it is an Accounts Payable Manager. While this box is optional, it is important to add a description of what the Accounts Payable Manager will have in the way of functions that are available to them. For instance, can they draft, approve, and cancel wires? Can they do internal funds transfer and place stop payments? Once this role is determined, you will click OK. This will bring the admin out to another screen. The first tab that they should click on among 3 tabs at the top is the Accounts tab. This will give the admin the ability to determine what accounts the new user will have access to. If they are going to limit the accounts that they will have access to, they can click on the circles, changing them to check marks. For instance, View Deposit and Withdraw and viewing just this account will limit our new user to adjust these accounts. However, if the admin wishes to grant access to all existing accounts, they may click View Deposit and Withdraw in each of the boxes indicated. Then click Save in the upper right-hand corner. The admin is now directed to click on the Transaction tab on the left-hand side of the screen. Depending on company access, the products under Treasury Management Services that the company has access to will appear on the left-hand side. This blue bar indicates that we are now going to be working in ACH batch. The admin will be able to limit the per transaction amount, daily limit per account, or overall daily limit and monthly limit that the user will be able to transact for ACH batches. It is also important that the admin determine what type of viewing access the new user will have. For instance, if they have access to all accounts, they may leave the View Access at All. If they are going to limit our new user to just a few specific accounts, they should click this box and simply select Account. Next, we have to determine what the new user can do within ACH Batch. They will click on Allowed Actions. The admin will click on the 3 dots in this field and click Edit. This new user role, as indicated, allows our new user to draft, approve, and cancel ACH Batch transactions. They will have access to all subsidiaries and to all accounts that are linked. If this is correct, they may click Submit and then Save. They would then repeat this process for each of the individual treasury management products that are indicated on the left-hand side. When the client is prompted to input information for funds transfer, it is very important that the admin click on the Allowed Actions function. Once clicking on Allowed Actions, they will need to click on Enable to Accounts. At this point, they will select No. This will allow the free flow of transactions between all accounts. They can click the Edit option, and this will indicate that there is a free flow of transacting between all 13 of the accounts. Click Submit and Save. The last option that needs to be completed is at the top. We've already done accounts and set what accounts our Accounts Payable Manager can view, and we've gone through the transactions. Now we're going to click on the Features tab. Depending on what the user has access to, the admin will determine what rights that user would have. For instance, if they're going to draft and approve wires and ACHs, they should have access to all payment templates, allow one-time recipients. We have the ability to view all recipients, to manage the recipients. This would allow them to edit the information. If the new admin is going to add admin status to this new user role, it would turn on Manage Users. However, typically that is left to just one person within the company. In order to view statements, we would click on Statement Image. The next tab of features has to do with the user's login rights. They should be able to change your login ID and to view their Profile tab access. Again, we want to click on Statements. Under Generated Transaction, we can click on Enable Multi-Transfer. This will allow the debiting of one account for a specific amount and crediting multiple accounts. Information for reporting would be clicked on if applicable. There are a variety of reports that are offered to our treasury management clients, and it is determined by the admin what information or what reports they would have access to. We would not click on Manage User Roles, as that is also a function of an admin, and simply click Save. Our policy has now been saved, and it's time to add our new user. To add a new user, we will click on the Settings tab on the left-hand side of the screen and then Manage Users. Click Add User in the upper right-hand corner and input the details. Be sure to select the phone country in the drop-down, and the phone number that is going to be input should be the new user's cell phone. This will allow us or allow the user to get a secure access code via the cell phone method. They will need a secure access code upon logging in the first time. The admin will determine the new login ID for the user. This is not case-sensitive, and it must be between 4 and 50 characters. The admin will also establish a password that will be given to the new user along with the login ID. Please note that this is a default password and will have to be changed the first time that our new user logs in. We will now select the user role that will be assigned to our new user. This is the user role that we established in the previous screens. Click on Accounts Payable Manager and save new details. Any information that does not match will be displayed. Once this process has been completed, the admin again will provide the login ID to our new user and the default password that was established for them. Valley Bank, you made possible.